I'm still gay. Nice. Is the infrared debate still happening? Oh, guys, the point is to not give him that much attention. If he comes on, he comes on sometimes. I don't think he's, yeah, he's not gunning for anything right now. We'll do the same damn thing if Nick Fuentes ever actually decides to debate. He's essentially owed one at this point since he's been so desperate for my attention in the past. I don't even hear about him that much anymore, so I assume that being deplatformed from everything everywhere is taking its toll. But if he wants to come on sometime with no moderator, then he can come on. Like while I'm playing video games or something. Nice and chill. They always want some grand spectacle. It's incredibly cringy, you know? Like, you know, they want the moderator, and they want, you know, in person if possible, and just like, nah. You get more from this than I do. Far and away. Yeah, they want it to be like this big headline event, you know? I wish you wouldn't have to go on Tim Pool's show to debate, aka teach popular conservatives. Well, this is the thing, this is the reason why I didn't go to a MythCon, you know, which is happening pretty soon. It's because, one of the big problems that we have with discourse and the spaces that we tread in, and by we, I mean people like me, you know, is that conservatives, they run the damn venues, you know? We have Dylan Burns for the hippy dippy, but that's relatively small compared to, like, fucking MythCon, you know? So if you want to go there, like, it's mostly conservatives, and you're really giving them a fuck ton of attention, you know? I'm a pretty big figure. If I went over there, they would all have content from it. Oh, I debated Vaush. I saw Vaush here. I got, then content of the content of the content. And what do I get for all that? I get 1 or 2 videos. It's a very, very, very bad investment in terms of, like, the time and energy and viewership gains on either side. So what would be good would be if we had, like, left platforms, you know, where we could come on in that way. But people on the right, you know, if you want to talk to Tim Pool, you can't just have him on. You got to go in his show. Charlie Kirk, you can't just have him on. You got to go in his show. They gatekeep discourse behind the their own platforms because it means they're more able of, like, regulating who they talk to. And it makes it more likely that they'll come out, like, benefiting from these exchanges, you know? Ben Shapiro, you gotta go on his show, blah-de-blah-de-blah, you know? That's not to say you should never go on their platforms or anything, only that it's a math equation that often doesn't work out in our favor. At least not in my favor, because I'm a larger creator. If I was smaller, like, say, Jangles, who also often attends these events, then the math is very much in his favor. Jangles gets to talk with people like, not Lindsay Ellis, Jesus, James Lindsay, which is a huge get, but Jangles himself is not large enough of a content creator that it would, you know, be a huge bolster to others. The JLP appearance you did was pretty stellar, though. Right, but I did that back when I was rather small. Now, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm more influential than JLP by a pretty large margin. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's the case. Didn't James Lindsay say he didn't want to debate you because you had a cartoon avatar? Yes. They're massive cowards, the right. The others have done this as well. Sargon and the Adam and Sitch people. They claim they want to talk with me. They talk about me all the time, you know? But they're very, very evasive. I stream all the time. They could literally just DM me on any of the social media platforms that I have. Go, hey, want to talk? And within 3 minutes, they could be on here. But curiously, they never do that, do they? That's not what they do. It's all posturing. And if they do talk to me, they want it to be behind their walls, you know? They want it to be like a whole show, or the moderation, or this or that, or you bring these people on, or whatever. They can't just hop on. They can stream if they want. They can stream. I can stream, can hop on. But it always has to be a big thing. The casual conversation, they're not here for that, because if they were, it would be much easier to make them look like fools impromptu. Harder to hide behind civility politics and other bullshit like that. Are there any smaller conservatives you would ever like to talk to? I don't really talk to conservatives for the fun of it, you know? I mean, I'll talk to them if I think you can get good content out of it, but my top priority all the time is just to produce content that people find interesting and that promotes my political ideology. If talking to conservatives is a good vector by which I can do that, then I'll absolutely do it. And I have fun with those debates, but, you know, it's not usually something that I do for its own sake. What about grade A? Well, I mean, like I said. Though, of course, I knew he would never accept that. Oh, geez. It's remarkably easy to talk with me, you know. You can just, unless there's some particular reason why I don't want to talk to you, you can just, like, email me, or just, like, DM me on Twitter or something, or Discord, I don't know. It's not hard. Yeah, he did get bonked as soon as he released that anti-vaccine video, for sure. I do miss you bringing on those 15-year-old neo-Nazis, then blowing them out of the water. It just feels like bullying now. I know you guys enjoy that content. It's just, it's hard to do, right? Also, like, don't we criticize Ben Shapiro for, like, looking like a big, great debater because he only talks to, like, college students? At what point does that criticism become applied to me, you know? At what point am I also susceptible to that criticism? Lonely at the top? Well, I mean, sure. Or lonely at the upper half of the middle, maybe. Maybe don't bully them, just try to educate. Right, but you guys like the bullying. Also, like, what do you mean? Just, like, trawl around on Discord servers? Like, hey, it's me, a huge YouTube live streamer. I'm live right now. Do any, like, children want to come on so I can epically own you? Like, it's, like, yeah, no. That stuff was much easier to set up organically back when my channel was smaller and people would, like, show up for impromptu conversations. It was the perception of my accessibility that made me more accessible. Even though I am, in practice, as accessible, I appear less accessible. Which means that fewer conversations will arise. But that's life. Not gonna lie, I think you get better convos out of people like TJ and Anna. Better convos, sure, but unfortunately, you motherfuckers... well, viewership on the whole is down right now. That's the ebb and flow of YouTube for you. But, hold on. What? Let me take a look at the analytics. That conversation with Anna Kasparian was legitimately one of the best politically minded convos we've had on this channel in a long, long time. But I'm pretty sure it didn't do that well. YouTube wants blood, that's how it is. Yeah, the TJ Kirk conversation has gotten 104,000 views in a week, and the Anna Kasparian convo 115,000. But that's not really a lot compared to, like, PragerU takedowns or making fun of Sargon of Akkad or whatever. It's pretty clear what you guys want. Yes, the Shapiro versus Anna one was good, 270k views, but that's probably more because of Shapiro than Anna? I wonder if there are a lot of people in my audience who don't know Anna Kasparian. Because, you know, I'm not, like, TYT aligned or anything, you know. I'm not that, like, professional. The Anna Kasparian one was great, though, for sure. You gotta watch her second debate you promised. I will when I get back. I just miss memes from the debates. Yeah, but they have to be, like good memes, right? Also, you got, yeah, Hassan and I are on good terms. We've DM'd. We DM, like, occasionally. Though not at length. We do get good debate memes. I mean, the literal last debate we had was with Destiny, wasn't it? And we got the whole social workers are more terrifying than cops thing. I saw a bunch of memes on that in the subreddit. I don't think that has much memetic value outside of, like, posting image memes about it, but it was still pretty fucking stupid. What does TYT stand for? The Young Turks, which is the outfit that Anna Kasparian's most associated with, though she does have her own stuff as well. I have never really watched the Young Turks, to be honest with you guys. I'm a political maverick. It's just not something I've ever really gotten into. I recognize their contribution to the space, though. It's okay, Vaush, you can say they're boring. I wouldn't know if they're boring, because I, honest to God, haven't really watched any of the Young Turks. The only The Young Turks clip I've ever watched to its, like, full duration was, Jank talking about horse dick. Wait, Jank talked about horsecock? Yeah, like a while ago. It was a pretty big meme. Would you debate JLP again? I assume you mean Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah, why not, right? I mean, it wasn't really a debate, but, like, if he does the thing again, I don't know. That'd be cool. He's in LA, so... if I'm ever down there and, like, think to schedule ahead or anything. Do you think Hassan doesn't have you on because his chat hates you? Hassan doesn't have me on because I make clout liability. That's just the only reason why. I don't hate him for it. It's a business. He's running his business. But that is the reason why. Otherwise, we're probably adjacent enough that it would have come up by now. Whenever he defends you, his chat always gets pissed. Yeah, well, I appreciate him defending me. Hassan does push back against his chat fairly often, right? He's done it against the tanky stuff. He's done it against, he's done it against a few things, I think. He's not afraid to push back against his chat, you know? He's not some simpering coward who will just adopt whatever position he thinks they'll agree with. He does it constantly. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good to do that. It is a respectable quality. If you roll over to chat all the time, you basically don't have any real opinions. You're just following the status quo. Or whatever status quo your chat sets, at least. Groupthink. But his Taiwan take was tanky AF. I think it was more like standard lefty anti-war than it was tanky, you know? He wasn't saying we shouldn't go to war with Taiwan because he thinks that Taiwan belongs to China. He was saying it because he's opposed to the idea of U.S. interventionism. Which I don't think is present here. I don't think it's U.S. interventionism for the U.S. to intervene here, because we promised to. It's treaty that we have with Taiwan. You know, it's not U.S. interventionism to defend, like, France if France is attacked or whatever. Like, that's just... How do you think the U.S. should intervene on behalf of human rights, like to stop genocides? Honest to God, I don't know. It's a super tough question. It's really difficult to have, like, a broad statement, like an all-encompassing policy position on something like that will simultaneously, engage in positive interventionism without enabling, like, really bad behavior or, like, subsequent worsening of the situation from the U.S. It's always going to be a case-by-case thing, so I don't really have a broad position on it. I am, generally speaking, like, really suspicious of U.S. interventionism, but I do think that it can be used for good. I mean, like, obviously it's not impossible that it can be used for good. And there are genocides that take place around the world. People of Taiwan don't help their case, though. They want all of China. I'm pretty sure the majority of citizens in Taiwan just want independence, don't they? They want either total independence, or they would be okay with reincorporation into China if it meant they get to keep their systems the way they are. Which means total independence, because there is a 0% chance of China leaving Taiwan as it is if they ever reincorporate that territory. Right? Like, there's no fucking way China actually leaves them alone, so...